I believe that the world is in a perennial state of dynamism today, and every mortal is thus directly or indirectly forced to subscribe to the rapidity of changing scenarios. Be it technology and concepts, or let it be ideology and mindset, one notices the swiftness of change and evolution as an integral part of the global scenario. So I feel that this propels a need for constant readiness and preparation to hold on to the vigor of the changing times and stay in control of the setting. And education, we all know, is the mainstay of evolution and of course fruitful employability. And so it's crucial to ensure that it channelizes the energy and direction of students towards sustainable learning and prepares a person for the life ahead. And of course, I strongly believe that when you educate a girl or a woman, you educate a generation. I'm sure we all resonate the same thought. I also believe that education is a fundamental human right for every person, and it is a force for sustainable development and peace. And of course, it cannot be gendered in any way. Ideally, every person on the planet, boy or girl, man or woman, should be literate, and by doing so, the person not only becomes self-reliant, but more importantly, has a great self-image and self-worth. Every goal, as we know, in the 2030 agenda requires education to empower people with knowledge, skills, and values to live with dignity, build their lives, and contribute to societies. So we understand that it is very vital to achieve this human potential, to have a very just society, to promote national development. And in the current times of the pandemic, I think we need to relook at strengthening the psychosocial life skills and coping mechanisms for the empowerment of young girls and women across the hemispheres. Education really typically needs to supplement technical knowledge for students along with life skills and PRIM, which is persona and image management, in order to make every person a wholesome package of knowledge and skills along with personal competence and integrity and of course social conditioning. In other words, we need to create an evolved and educated global society where hearts beat for each other. The future of any country for that matter is its youth, who take the legacy and the heritage and values of the country forward and work towards a better society, whether it's inside or outside the domestic boundaries. And if they're taught the correct way to handle their own image, to articulate stability, authenticity, and consistency with grace and poise, of course, they will do an absolute justice to the image of their country and pass on the same to the newer generations. So I personally believe that it's the time to realign the personal fabric of our existence with the larger framework of global goodness and endeavor to achieve a good quality of life. And of course, India, my country, remains committed to acknowledge the voice of women, advance the goals of development and peace for all women in global society, and build a more just and equal world for us and of course for the daughters of the world. So I think I'll just close these opening remarks with the whole theme of My Voice, Our Equal Future, which we've been resonating, where we need to articulate our fearless, true and authentic self, committing to equal rights, equal responsibilities, equal opportunities, and of course to equal participation of women and men at all levels, standing side by side and pledging strength to each other for the larger good of global society and of course the future of humanity.